Hello everyone. So today I decided to make pita bread, like oven baked pita bread, and 100% hand kneaded without any machine. So I'll be sharing with you all step by step how you can make this pita bread. You can also use this pita bread for stuffings and for shawarma and other stuff like that. So enjoy. So the first thing you have to do is you measure out 150 grams of all-purpose flour into a bowl, and to that you add in 1 teaspoon of instant dry yeast, then followed by 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then half teaspoon of sugar, although the sugar is optional if you don't want to add it. So you go ahead and make sure you combine all this together, and once you're done you make a well at the center, and to that you're going to be adding in some water. Make sure you measure out about 80 grams of room temperature water. You add half of this water into the center of this dry ingredient of the flour, then you add in half teaspoon of vegetable oil. Go ahead and mix everything together just as you see in the video. Then as you are mixing, you'll be adding the remaining part of the water until you form a soft non-sticky dough. So once the dough is formed, ensure that you knead this dough thoroughly. Like I have always shown you guys how I knead my dough whenever I'm making a dough with my hands. I use my rolling pin to heat the dough, and I also roll out the dough. I do this till my dough is soft, okay? And once my dough is soft and bouncy, you cover this dough and let it rest for 1 hour. After 1 hour, you bring out the dough and you're ready to start rolling out the dough. So I decided to cut this dough into 3 parts. I wanted to make 1 large one and 2 smaller ones, okay? So I had to cut the dough into 3 parts. After cutting the dough, I went ahead and rolled out the dough very flat, just as you see in the video. So as I keep on rolling the dough, I make sure that I sprinkle some flour while I roll out the dough. So some tips you have to note here is make sure you roll out the dough very well, and make sure that no part of the dough folds on each other, and also make sure that you didn't make mistake to make any hole on the dough, okay? So once the dough is ready, transfer onto your baking tray, cover this dough and let it rest for another 40 minutes to 50 minutes or thereabout, okay? So while that was resting, I went ahead and rolled out the rest of the dough. So like I said, when you roll out the dough, make sure that you roll it very flat, and also make sure that no part of the dough folds on each other, and also make sure that there is no hole poked on the dough. So after about 40 minutes or thereabout, my dough was ready. You can let this dough rest for 40 minutes or 50 minutes or even 1 hour, and that's okay. Now pop this in the oven. Make sure the oven has heated up before putting it in the oven, and let it be in the oven covered for about 10 minutes to 12 minutes at 200 degrees C, and that's all. You're going to find out that it will puff up in the oven. Once you take it out of the oven while it's still hot, wrap it with a clean kitchen towel, then place it inside a nylon proof bag, and then cover this. This will help it to the moisture will help it to kind of get softened and not hard, okay, and easy to roll out, okay. So once that is okay, that is done, you also bake the rest of the dough, and then after baking all this and wrapping it off and letting it cool down completely, you find out that your pita bread is ready and very soft and easy to use. So I went ahead to cut this open so that you guys see that it's really puffed and it's really you can easily separate it. It's separable, and you can also fold this and use it for your shawarma or for any other filling that you want. Okay, so you can roll it like this, or you can just cut it into 2 equal parts and then place in your stuffing in the center. Okay, so it's all your choice how you want to use your pita bread. I hope this video is helpful to you guys, and if it does, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share.